And we're on the air. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Brandon, Ashay, how y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Yay! So, to continue with our conversation that we were having, Brandon just said that I don't know what regional sports is. First of all, regional. I've heard of the Yes Network. Okay,
Right, it's in New York. Yes,
yeah,
sports
it's for the
entertainment.
it's for the Yankees.
Mhm.
No, not just for the Yankees.
Who's it for? Who else is
The
it for?
Yankee, all the
They also
sports
have
in New
basketball
York.
teams.
Yep, and hockey.
So, are they doing all sports in the New York metro area?
Yeah, like the common sports.
Because unless if they don't
Besides,
show
like
the Mets, they don't count.
they, the Mets are on. What's the sub brand of Yes? God damn it!
Look, it's just
MSG.
it's just
Yeah,
I mean, no, no,
MSG,
no, no,
primarily.
no, 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 no. They're on SNY. SNY.
SNY. Yeah, Yes owns that. It's all into one big group.
Comcast owns a
Mm,
percentage of SNY. Um, but
my
yeah,
only thing.
regional sports channels are very expensive. I know that a month ago or two, Fubo started to add the regional sports. Uh, they started to add the Bally Sports networks where Bally's are at, and the regional sports fee is kind of expensive, and people aren't too happy about it. And Fubo has lost a lot of channels the past year.
Well, everything is consolidating. Like they're all starting to consolidate now. So you're starting to only get what is it? You're only starting to get the bigger hitters now.
I mean,
Your
honestly, if you're
YouTube
gonna, I mean, if
TV.
you want Fubo and you want regional sports plus whatever else is on cable TV, you're probably just better off getting cable or in some cases, direct TV stream.
Yeah, but who's okay? But who's watching Fubo?
Sports fans.
You really think that super sports fans are choosing the what it called the residue of the residue?
Fubo was actually born as a it was it was like a soccer streaming service, and then slowly but surely it started to add more sports content. Then it just started to say, "Screw it, we're going to add a bunch of the cable networks," and now they also started to leave because they couldn't afford the channels anymore.
But isn't Fubo free?
No,
How much is Fubo?
it's recently $70 plus, depending on where you live. It could be
Whoa!
up to 80 something dollars.
Well, that $70. Well, okay, hold on. So what are you getting for $70?
You get ESPN, you get NFL Network, you get if you're into soccer, the Univision Sports networks and stuff like that. You get Hallmark, you get
You get do you so basically what you're saying, you get the basic cable channels for $70. I get all those
right.
for with YouTube TV
But the thing is,
for like 65.
they recently, I mean, and then they're older streaming service. So they started off around the same time as YouTube TV started.
But you know what?
Yeah,
I did I my this, no offense. This is my first time really understanding that Fubo was even in the same space.
yeah, they've been in the same space.
Like I thought that
The one
Fubo,
that
like Pluto,
started it
like
off was PlayStation View and Sling.
I did do PlayStation View.
Right, I did
That
it
I
a
did.
couple of times.
I did that. But here's the problem. PlayStation View started losing channels. Like as soon as I signed up for it, all of a sudden they started losing
YouTube
channels.
TV, Fubo lost a lot of channels,
Mm.
and I mean, I guess they just started to get more. I mean, the networks were wanting more money out of them and saying, "Hey, well, you have this and that, and we're gonna end up charging you."
True. Well, look, as a side tangent, because I was scouring the web, and there's a leak that kind of got posted talking about the Sunday ticket and new features because it's moving to YouTube. So I don't know if you read this article. I posted it in the chat. Let me pull it up. So with it finally moving to streaming, some of the new features about the Sunday ticket finally being, IPTV. There's a lot of little tricks of
Hmm.
the trade that you can do that you
Right.
can't do on a satellite, right? Well, one of them is picture in picture, where you have multiple pictures going of different games at the same time. And I don't know how Ashay feels,
Hold
but I
up,
know you're
Edwin.
you're a
Hold up,
sports
Edwin.
fan.
Hold up, Edwin. You
What?
don't watch DirecTV. You don't want to have Sunday ticket. That's the reason
Well,
why.
I don't have Sunday ticket. But I've seen people with Sunday ticket. Like, I've gone to other people's homes. I've never seen, if the picture in picture existed, they never used it.
They have it. Picture in picture exists. That's the reason why people
They
get
do
Sunday
have
ticket.
picture in picture. They do.
That's the main reason. So you can watch all the games at the same time. All 10 games.
Well, I've never
They
seen
they
it.
they they they've had picture in picture. The reason how they ended up bringing picture in picture was because people were not getting um the NFL Red Zone channel, and I don't know why people were such a fan of that channel.
Oh,
And
look, I have said this multiple times. The Red Zone channel was a compromise where, because that contract with DirecTV was almost ironclad, they found a loophole to be able to show Red Zone. It was like, how do you give people something without ruining your main product? That's what I saw.
but there's some people where they just want to have something in the background going at the same time for those that are true fanatics versus just looking at one. I mean, two small boxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The point
I mean,
about
like,
the
I mean,
red
I mean,
zone
like, for, I mean, like,
is
for, I mean,
basically
like, for,
you basically get the updates of the games. So it means there's
yeah,
usually 4 games that play in the 1 o'clock, and then like 3 or 4 games that played in the afternoon. So it means
Hmm.
if you were to watch all those games, you have to be focused. So all 4 games at the same time. But with Red Zone, it says that all right, when the most important plays happens, we are watching that game.
Yeah, but there's important plays that happen outside the red zone too.
Yeah, it shows
You
that
get if
too.
you get if what happens, like, does the red zone show when, let's say, there's a 100-yard kickoff run back, right?
Yeah, it shows
Does it?
that.
Yeah, but you see it after the fact. It doesn't automatically switch as soon as he gets to the 20-yard line.
But my thing is, most people aren't doing that. The only people that are doing that are having a huge ass TV and watching all 10
it's
screens
mainly
at the
gonna
same time.
probably be
Man,
sports
that whole
bars that
purpose,
are gonna have people watching the NFL Red Zone
probably. Well, no, because if they're gonna allow picture in picture
on
component,
a certain TV, not all of them.
you probably will have it like a picture in picture on a bigger television behind the bar. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, like, let's say you would have like multiple games going on in behind the bar, the bartender, but like, let's say a TV that's overlooking certain sections of the restaurant, you might only have 1 or 2 games going. That way people can follow along without having to lose, like, oh, I want to sit over here because, you know, the Cowboys are playing versus the Vikings over on the other side.
But my thing is that the picture in pictures does not work in bars because you want to see the full game in the full screen. I've never
Well,
seen a bar that
well,
had
I'm
picture
Well,
gonna
in
that's
change
picture.
that's what I'm saying. But they have that, but they do have it.
well, I'm gonna change the topic. I mean, the where we're at on the NFL ticket.
Uh-huh.
I was in a Facebook group a couple of days ago, and there was somebody that was saying, "How are the restaurants going to get the Sunday ticket?" Because a
How?
lot of yes, how are they going to get it? Because um, you have to have special licensing to be able to broadcast. I mean, to show the game to
Mhm.
the customers.
Yeah, so
YouTube already,
yeah, I'm going to assume that YouTube and YouTube TV, quote
yeah,
unquote, Google has probably already worked that out.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I would hope that these
No,
restaurants
they
have
did. They already did. YouTube
no.
already agreed with the NFL when they signed the contract that they're going to have an agreement. They already have an agreement with the restaurant owners.
Mm,
So I mean, the best way you could describe it is this: is YouTube and YouTube TV is consolidating all these sports channels. The only one they don't have now is baseball, and they're still
They got rid
negotiating for
of
that one
baseball.
now. They
They,
well,
you
they
d-
they didn't get rid of it. They
yes,
negotiations,
they got
man.
rid
they
of it.
just got.
They
I
got
mean,
rid of it.
I'm sure the
They got
channel
rid
They
of
will
it.
had to
come
let they
back.
had to let it go.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll
hey,
see.
look, you could say they got rid of it, but understand they sent me an email saying, hey, look, we wasn't able to, finalize contract negotiations, but we're working on it right now. I
Yeah,
got
but
the email.
my
Edmund,
thing is,
I
but
will
my
tell
thing
you
is, hold up,
this.
Brandon. But the MLB posted out and said, "Hey, we are not going to be supporting uh what's it called, YouTube TV, and we're not planning on it unless YouTube gives us more money, basically."
Hey,
And
see,
it
that's
looks like
called extortion.
that's the thing. If extortion is going to happen, I feel like they're just not going to play ball.
Well, hey, look at it from this standpoint, right? If you just got like one of the biggest channels, period, and then the MLB, nothing against baseball fans, but here's a chance that you could actually have more customers, and you decide to want to play hardball because you saw football got money. Now it's your turn. Come on,
But
Mhm.
Edmund, this happens every year with these channels.
it does.
Every year, sometimes they won't put themselves out there. Let just be like, well, we'll throw it to the consumer.
Mhm. My thing is, they better have that channel when MLB season starts.
They will
And
have that channel.
I think that here's the thing: the Disney and ABC channels caved also when I guess they saw that threatening to take their channel off the air, and didn't. I don't think they really believed that YouTube would do it because when they took like on when ABC
But
and
Disney does
on
not own the
ESPN.
MLB network.
No. But what I'm saying is when ABC and ESPN was taken off of YouTube TV, I had a reduction in my bill. Like YouTube was like, "Hey, look, since we don't have these channels no more, and they get a whole list of channels for ABC and Disney, they were like, all the Disney stuff is gone. Here we're gonna cut your bill by $10." I was like, "Oh, bet. Goodbye ABC. Goodbye ESPN. I wasn't watching your stuff anyway. So good luck."
But
And
a
then
lot of but
all of a sudden a week later it came back.
Get your $10 discount.
Yeah, I had my $10 discount for 1 month.
but Edmund, if you were to if never mind.
No,
But
go ahead.
no, but if YouTube TV would have permanently jumped those channels, then all of those people would have gone directly to Hulu.
Oh yeah,
I
they would
don't
have
know.
to.
I don't
ABC's
know.
They
huge.
would have gone directly to Hulu because a lot of the sports fanatics they have YouTube TV because they carry the main sports channels. They
I
may
agree.
not carry the regional sports channels, but they carry the most popular sports channel.
I agree with you. I mean, I think that some people would have
They
left,
would
but
have
I
lost
don't think
probably
that.
25% of their subscriber base.
But here's the thing: 25% versus sitting out here trying to cave in. Now I'm gonna assume they probably agreed to some number that might have been a little bit higher, but YouTube was willing to let it go to get a better deal. Nobody we don't really know to what extent. And the same thing can be said about MLB. You want to play hardball? Hey, all right, cool. We'll let it go. You don't want to you want more money? We don't want to pay you a whole lot of money for it until we see
But
the
you
subscribers
you
come
you
in.
want to know something, Edmund? I promise you they'll be back.
Yeah, they're gonna be back because here's the thing: when the season starts, and you got all look right now. YouTube TV is like at 5 million subscribers. If all of a sudden you see the subscribers go from 5 million to 10, do you honestly think MLB is going to sit there and go, yeah, but we don't want to be on that platform?
The thing is, Edmund, if they were to have 10 million subscribers, YouTube TV would probably be $85 a month.
If they had it, man, understand. I think their subscriber count is going to grow, especially when football seasons come back around
They
next
don't
year.
need well. Oh, and guess what? You don't have to have a Sunday ticket with YouTube TV.
But it's just the ease of use. You have to understand. Like, I don't know if anybody. I don't. I'll take it that you probably don't have it. Actually,
I don't
you
have
have
it.
it now, right?
Have what?
You have YouTube TV now, right?
No, I've tried it.
Okay, so when you tried it, what do you think it was easy or hard to look for channels?
It was easy, but the problem is these people that have Sunday ticket, they watch their game on the big flat screen TV, and
Right.
and all of them, the majority of them, have it hooked up to a cable box. So it means they have like a cable box, and that's how they play the games.
Do
Even
you
the people that don't have,
and all these people who got 4K TVs, you don't think they got like Android TV or Apple TV box?
oh, they do.
If you
But the
got,
thing,
I'm telling you, anybody who has a television that's bigger than 55 inches probably have a hub or means to be able to pull like Netflix and other channels through it.
Mm-hmm.
Because even the Samsung
Absolutely.
TV that I have, it has the Samsung stuff, but it also has all these other stuff that comes with it, including YouTube and YouTube TV.
but
So
what I'm trying to get at, I feel like the majority of customers that are sports fans get the sports, their TV, through the cable provider.
they,
So they bundle it with
I
their
think a lot
internet.
of people do.
A lot
I
of
They
think a
do
people
lot of
do.
people
because
do.
most of the time, if you have the traditional cable and the internet, they most of the time they probably get a little discount on that, and so they get wheeled in, and so they get it.
But you're missing something. The Sunday Ticket is not just only on YouTube TV; it's on YouTube also. So
Right, right.
you can literally just fire up
But Edmund, I
YouTube app
honestly
on your
don't see a
TV.
discount being involved because I mean, for example, they just recently added all the premium channels to a point where you don't have to have YouTube TV. You can literally buy Star, Showtime, I'm sure MGA Plus and all those other channels without paying YouTube TV,
You
and you
talking about
still
on
don't get
cable?
it. No, on YouTube,
Yeah, they separate them all out.
but you still don't get a discount even if you were to buy. I mean, those channels with YouTube TV.
Well, you need a discount for it to get
I
it?
mean, that's what you're saying about NFL Sunday Ticket.
I never got a discount. I never got a discount when I was on cable. It was $14.99. Bam. It's the same $14.99 for HBO that it was $14.99 on YouTube TV.
I
No,
mean,
I'm
I
talking
know
about
that
the
if you
live
sign up for
sport.
Comcast, you actually get HBO Max for $5 for a year.
Yeah, but I'm talking about live TV. I'm not talking about stars and all that.
Yeah.
Well, understand this is where it changes. The only live television that was a holdout was NFL. Everything else was already streaming. Basketball, football was the last one. Do
Mm-hmm.
you not agree?
I agree.
I'm just saying that right now, like you have more options than you had when it was on DirecTV. When it was DirecTV, how could you watch the Sunday Ticket? Oh, you had to call them, ask them, then they
You could
go,
watch
"Hey,
it
we're
on your
gonna."
phone. You know that, right?
Yeah, after you went through a background check, like literally, we look in 2014, and I don't know if they changed their stance before that, but in 2014, me and a couple of my friends was like, "Yo, we wanted to be able to see out of market games." We called DirecTV, and DirecTV was like, "Oh, we got to come out. We have to assess whether or not can we put a dish on your home." But I was like, "I'm in an apartment. Well, we got to check to see if your window faces the right direction. So I had to get a dish to finally have a chance. And if I could not put a dish, then I was offered the streaming.
No, you can get the streaming with the dish.
Yeah, but I don't want the dish. Why would I want the
Well,
dish? I don't want the dish. I wanted the Sunday ticket.
that was the contract the NFL did.
Hey,
So
hey,
you got to blame the NFL.
but now, guess what? You could
Now it's
you
on.
could pop on your YouTube, bam. What turn to the channel you
Well,
want?
my thing is that there's no point of talking. Once the
What?
NFL season starts, we'll see if YouTube TV doesn't raise
We
its
will see.
customers.
We will
We
see.
will see. 'Cause they will tell us.
I will say this before the Sunday ticket comes out, and more than likely before the fall, YouTube TV will go up $10.
Oh,
You mean
easy.
wait. YouTube TV? I don't think
Yes.
so. No. It's gonna be an add-on. YouTube TV won't go up.
I will bet anything. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they have not had a price hike in 2 years.
Brandon, I will
What?
bet you $5, $5 whole, that they won't
And
go up
then
in
you
price
get over
because of
a
the Sunday
hundred
ticket.
channels for $65, even
Yes.
without the Sunday ticket.
Well, YouTube said they were losing money. They weren't even making money on YouTube TV. And
Exactly.
you're telling me
And so
they bought.
you don't think they're gonna make money now?
So that means you're telling me they bought
No,
shit.
but
They
what I'm
bought.
saying is that the networks want more money.
Yeah, the networks already want more. My thing is, now you bought the NFL, and you're telling me that it's fine. You're going to be able to recoup the revenue by not raising prices.
I don't know, man. Everybody keeps assuming these price hikes are coming. I don't see it because it doesn't warrant a price hike yet.
Wait. Hold your little horses. Sling TV announced last week that they're
That
going
they
to go
raise
up
prices. Yes,
exactly by
Sling,
$5.
Sling, but Sling was $20.
Exactly.
The
Now they're going
the
to be
base
45 in
model
some
for
markets, and
Sling
you
was
and you
twenty
literally get less than
dollars.
30 channels.
That's what I'm saying. Sling was like
That's my
trying to undercut everybody.
But Edmund, if you really think about it, if you were to add the same channels that you would get on YouTube TV and put them on the same package as Sling TV and get like some of the a la cartes and then the orange and blue package, you would literally pay the same amount of package and you still would get less channels and you still wouldn't get your locals.
But that would be for Sling, but not for YouTube. YouTube was already
But
had
my
moved their
but my
prices
point
up,
my point is that the price hike is coming.
and you think it's going to go up by $5. Which, if it does,
I said
I'm
10.
still going to be a. You said 10,
Uh-huh.
so it's being documented right now. The Sunday before the Super
Five to
Bowl,
$10.
I will send you $5 to your Cash App, sir. If it goes up
Well,
by $10, if it goes up
don't
by
you worry about
$5, you owe me $5.
it.
I'm gonna need it to be exact
Now I said before the Sunday ticket is active.
before the Sunday's ticket is active. All right, we're gonna be
I'm gonna go
watching
on
this
record.
space. We will be watching this space. Let's see. Besides the Sunday ticket, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Where's it at? I gotta add it to the chat. So, last week I did a video. I was up here talking about the S23, and now that it's out, you can reserve it. You can try to get it. What is y'all take on the S23 now?
So that's 23 first. We already know that Samsung fucked up the trade-ins. And they
Man,
already,
really?
yep. And I put text messages in the group chat where, quote unquote, someone talked to Samsung saying, hey, what's wrong with these trade-ins? I don't like the trade-ins. They're like, oh yeah, a lot of people are complaining about the trade-ins, and we're trying to get manager approval to override it and uh, get the
Now,
trade-in value up.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So I don't know what the trade-in values are right now, but I know for the
Oh,
last, I would say for the last couple years, trade-in values
oh,
were
let's
like
play.
equal to about $1,000, right?
Okay, so Edmund, let's play this game. It's gonna be a fun game. If you have an S22 Ultra and you want to get the
Uh-huh.
S23 Ultra, how much trade-in do you think you get?
What between it used to be between about $1,000,
So
about
you
a
think a
thousand,
thousand
maybe
bucks?
maybe 8 or 900.
Nope. Lower.
What for S22?
Yep. Lower.
So this go round is lower than 800,
Yep. Lower. Keep it going down.
5 to 7.
500 bucks.
Ooh.
There's really not much of a difference between these phones.
Well,
Yep.
there are some. I've been looking. I mean, I've
Real
been
world
looking at
experience there
everybody.
isn't.
Huh?
I said in real world experience there isn't.
Well, they look similar, but the internet's a lot different. So like the cameras, the camera system, um,
That's the
the
whole
new
thing.
chipset. That's pretty much about it. From what I've been able to grasp. I mean, now here's the thing on T-Mobile's network, it will be able to finally do 3 carrier aggregation with their network. But that's
Well, you'll
getting
still
down to
get you, but
the
they'll still
nerdy
sell you
side.
but they'll still sell you a DVD quality plan.
Mhm.
Hey, so hold
So
on.
you
So right
can't,
here,
so you
so
can't, you
free.
can't stream 4K on a Sensus
See,
Magenta
this is
T-Mobile One.
this is
So here
why
you
I hate
go.
Metro.
T-Mobile is
Free
trading. These all
Galaxy
suck.
S23 Plus or $1,000 off any of the 23 lineup is eligible for trade-in on Magenta Max, or 50% off the S23 Plus, up to $500 off, and eligible for trade-in on almost any plan. That's not too bad, but I mean, up to $500 off.
Do you know what AT&T has?
What does AT&T have?
They say, hey, if you got a Samsung S3 or newer, trade it in for $1,000 on any unlimited plan.
Mm, man, AT&T bringing the heat. No lie, that's a very good deal.
Because I know you,
I mean,
Edward.
the
You have an
S3,
S3.
the
Yeah.
S3,
And anything newer than that.
yo, that's what's up. That means somebody can go dig in the trash can and go pull up an S3. How about, hey, I want to trade this in. Is that eggshells on it? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about all that. Don't worry about all that.
What do you mean eggshells?
They
If
dug it
if
out of the
if
trash
You'd be selling the eggshells.
can. Little, what was it? That what's the name commercial with Lily? And my man pulls the phone out of his backpack and they blur it. It's that bad. They
oh
were
my
like,
God, I
"Oh
forgot
my
about.
god!"
My thing is Samsung isn't advertising this phone as much as last year.
Well, I mean,
Bro,
AT&T seems. I mean, what is it for Verizon then? Do y'all know?
what do you mean? Verizon is all messed up. Like you have to be on their high unlimited plan, and then like they'll give you a free watch and a tablet with it, but then you gotta pay for the tablet line and the watch line.
Oh,
They're like, we'll
ooh,
give you $1,000, but then you gotta pay $15 for the tablet line and $10 for the watch line.
oh, that is
Oh
tough.
shit, we got some Aries in here.
No radio. What's up, man?
What up? What up?
What up, though,
I mean, if you're
man?
upgrading if you have a watch and tablet on Verizon and you pretty much already pay for access on those devices, then I guess it would just be a nice upgrade.
Yeah, but if that only offered that to new customers, that's gonna be tough because it sounds like AT&T's doing new and existing, which is way different.
Well,
What do you
AT&T
mean?
has been doing
It
unit
sounds
already
like
for 2 years.
Bro, it's been like
I mean,
50
3.
years, I feel like. Bro,
You
more
know
than that. I
what?
think it's 4.
I'm thinking about trading my iPhone in for the 23.
Do it while they're getting good.
That's what I'm really thinking about it. Because the iPhone is like an eyesore. No, it's like the oddball of the bunch for me right now.
Edmund, I thought you were gonna get a flip phone.
I'm not getting a flip phone. I have my fold.
Oh shit.
I have my fold, which I like to add.
Which
No
iPhone?
Radio has joined the Fold family.
Oh yeah, congrats.
He'll be with us for a short, but for a short time until he see another pretty phone walk down the aisle. Go, how you doing, boys?
You mean
Aw,
headphones? He needs Mitchell's in his ears.
Oh.
So you plan on getting rid of your iPhone 15?
I have the 14. I have the 14 Pro
Or
Max.
14?
I'm trying to use it. I even uploaded a video on it. It did not look good. Hey, look, I did everything to the video that I could do that would the iPhone let me do, but the video just doesn't look good to me.
Aren't you on
Edmund,
contract?
are you messing with the settings or no?
I am messing with the settings.
Edmund, aren't
What's
you
up,
on?
Austin?
Edmund,
I am
didn't you
messing
buy
with the
that?
settings. Go ahead.
Edmund, didn't you buy that on device payment plan?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Good luck.
I mean, I think I have to have a certain amount of it paid off before I can trade it. So
But then they won't. What happened is you can pay half of it off, but then you get no value for the phone.
it's all good. It's all good. I mean, that's the only thing for me is like having the iPhone. I'm forcing myself to use it and trying to find a happy little home for it, and it clashes with everything. Like my workflow, it clashes hard with my workflow.
I mean, like I said, I've told you before. Once you have that full device, you don't go back small.
No,
Bro, I
no.
can't. I
Well,
can't.
hey, No Radio is going to be the true testament for that because he might go backwards. I don't know. He doesn't seem very loyal to
I mean,
anybody.
when you have screen, you don't go back small.
I don't know
I
about
mean,
that, Brandon. Because certain shit,
no,
certain stuff
Brandon,
doesn't work.
so if you buy a 75 inch and you go back to a 50,
That's not what we talk about, Brandon. I'm talking about functionality. Certain shit don't work correctly. Like YouTube, for instance, does not work correctly on the Fold.
on a big screen.
Sure does, especially YouTube Shorts. It cuts the whole top of the damn screen off.
Yeah, it does that a little bit.
You end up having to switch between doing full screen and then switch between that and 16:9 just to get certain things to work. So I literally have to switch YouTube from full screen to 16:9 inside the settings, depending on what I'm looking at. And that's annoying.
Hey, look, understand. No
This is
Radio
why
got
I don't want the Fold.
Brandon, remember, No Radio got rid of his iPhone 13 Pro Max, and the phone for him, he said it was 90% better, like a better phone, and he still got rid of it. So if he has any
I
more
didn't
problems
say
with his phone,
90%. I didn't say 90% better. I said it's 90% of being a good phone. The last 10% is what made it not good.
so this Fold, what percentage does this exist at?
Yeah.
70-30, 60-40?
So by default, it has to be a 95% good phone.
5% more than the iPhone? Okay.
Well, yeah, because it's still the OS that I want. Still works with all the things I want to do. It just, like I said, certain things like YouTube are annoying. Cases for this phone are annoying.
True.
Uh,
You gotta either you go full armadillo or you go butt naked.
pretty much.
I go full armadillo.
I got full armadillo.
But when you go full armadillo, the outside screen becomes half usable because half the time you can't get to the side to swipe.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
as I say, there's things, But tell you the truth, because this phone's unique, I'm going to be keeping it in my collection. I will not be getting rid of this. If I were
Really?
to get rid of it, it would only be to switch up to a newer fold because it's unique. So I'll keep it.
Wow, it made
I,
it made it to the unique pile.
well, of course it does. It's a folding freaking phone, so it's going to stay around. I'll keep at
Bro,
least
Oh
one
man.
folder. I still
bro,
want a Z Flip though. I still want a Z Flip. I'm hoping Samsung brings out a new Z Flip with a bigger battery, and I might grab that.
Mm.
bro, but I gotta hate these YouTubers that are like, oh my god, I hate folding phones. I hate folding phones. And then they're like, there's a rumor that a new iPhone folding phone is coming out. Oh, I want the iPhone folding phone.
Because I said they have to do that so they can keep their Apple credentials, man. Come on, think about it.
Well, you know
Hey,
what's
look,
funny is a freaking Fold 4 might as well be the same thing as having an iPhone. iPad Mini, basically.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, because desktop browsing is where this phone shines. Desktop, like browsing desktop sites in desktop mode, is where it shines.
Oh, I screen record my little short convos that I have. Like, let's say I find an article I talk about, I literally put that in desktop mode and record.
Yeah, that's where the phone shines at. That's it for me so far. The speakers are better than the S23 as well. The S23 Ultra, the speakers are better on the Fold 4.
Oh wait! I thought that the new S23 is supposed to have
Well,
better
no, I'm not. Not
speakers.
well, no, I'm sorry. S22 Ultra. It's better than
Oh,
my S22 Ultra, which I still have at the moment, but it's getting traded in.
mm,
What are you trading that in for?
Oh, I'm trading to get credit for this one.
Mm.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you as a person who have relationship. I wouldn't say relationship issues with phones. I would just say you like to go to the club from time to time and be like, so how you doing? S23. You don't see yourself leaving the club with the S23?
Well, the S23 is just a S22 with a few new things, which is why I wasn't excited.
Mm,
So are you gonna get an S23
No,
or
it's just
no,
like the
S22?
22. It's just like the 22.
I mean they
Mm.
they they touted a lot of new camera upgrades
Did
Yeah, I
you
don't
see
with
the
even take
the
trading
pictures.
values?
I
S23.
don't even take pictures. I don't care about that.
No,
Now
radio.
here's
Did
the
you see
thing,
the trading
because
credit?
Say what?
Did you see the trading credit they were giving for the
Don't care.
S23?
Don't care. I got a pretty good one on this.
Yeah, they gave $500 for the S22.
But no, I'm not interested in the S23. It's pretty much just the S22 again. It's the same
Nobody getting
phone.
the S24.
That that's that's like going from an iPhone 13 to an iPhone 14, from an iPhone
yeah,
12 to an iPhone 13. It's the same damn phone. It's not worth it for me.
mm,
But hey, I just give Samsung and Pixel and all of them a fair warning. Don't let one of them Chinese companies come out with all the US NR bans. It's over for y'all.
oh,
It's over for
ooh,
you. I'm going back Chinese.
I
I saw the
mean, yeah,
Pixel. I think it was the Pixel 6a for like super cheap on Best Buy.
Yeah, not interested in the Pixel. I,
I
I got a
mean,
Pixel. I got a broken Pixel in my closet right now. I got a Pixel 6 in the closet right now, bro.
ooh,
You're not gonna fix it?
For what? Ain't my problem. It's somebody else's phone, but I let them take my S21 Plus because they broke their Pixel. It's gonna take like 2 weeks to get a screen for it. So I
mhm.
got their Pixel 6, they got my S21 Plus right now.
So Apple's revenue is down 8% from the iPhones.
Yeah, because the phones aren't even in TikTok mode no more. Like, you know how they normally have like a tick, and then the next year it'll be a talk, and they used to
Hmm.
alternate back and forth like that. Man, the phones are pretty much the same now.
Yeah.
The old people don't notice the difference. They still don't notice the difference from the X.
There ain't much of a difference.
It's not much.
this is the same
Hey,
thing I just said about the S23. The reason why I don't care, it's not much of a difference.
I mean, here's
There's
the thing,
no
Sam.
difference.
I think that people's upgrade cadence is totally changed now. Like we have reached saturated cell phones.
No, really.
which-
I mean, Edmund, these phones are like the ocean twins.
Oh,
But
God.
what? It's not that we reach saturation, Edmund. It's just that the American market is shallow as fuck.
Yeah.
Shallow?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Reason why I say that, you say okay to say that we reach saturation. You're saying there's no new features they can put on the phone.
The features that they need to add to the phone, they keep dilly dallying on, but there's nothing really besides like
Bro,
NR.
120 watt charging is nothing.
Oh, that is not saying that it's not nothing, but here's the
I'm
thing.
just saying, full
but
battery
here's
in
the
like
thing.
29 minutes is something
That is something.
on a
But here's
on
the
a
thing,
5,000 milliamp hour battery. You literally never would care about charging your phone anymore.
but iPhones don't even charge half as fast as that.
Oh, exactly my point. So what my point is that if the market is not saturated, the companies are dragging their feet because they don't want to actually do anything.
Well, they're giving us some intermittent upgrades right now.
Yeah. What I'm saying is if they were to do something drastic, those phones would sell.
Yup.
But every time if you go drastic, basically playing your full hand.
Not really, because think about it like this. Let's go all the way back. Let's go all the way back to what? Let's go back to what, 5?
Yeah.
What was the drastic change to the S6?
What, curved screens?
No, curved screen was S7, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
6 was the super cute, the QHDs. When QHDs really started coming. When they was like, everybody kept saying, no, just like we always be doing this argument now. No one ever needs more than 720p. Now you can get a 720p phone for $35 at freaking Dollar General.
Yeah.
My point is they were making like actual upgrades. But if I can go back 5 Samsung phones and they're all the same resolution, that means they literally didn't upgrade the screens.
That's true.
They just like, oh, it has better brightness and that's it. Same resolution.
It has
When we
better
know
nits.
most people are going to turn the brightness down anyway, trying to save battery.
That's true. That is true. Everybody, turn your screen down. You'll last longer.
And almost every non-tech person I know keeps their phone on battery saver all the time.
Everybody I see do the same thing.
Who's non-tech?
I agree.
Oh, my mom puts it on low power mode when the battery's 100%.
Exactly my point.
Low power mode kicks in at 99%.
Yep.
And
My mom does the same thing too.
But the problem is on iPhone, shit will disable. Like when you do low power mode, your Wi-Fi will start slowing down. It's like setting shit that make it like that.
So Samsung actually stopped that part. Samsung's used to do that. When you put them on low power, it would slow the Wi-Fi down. I think that stopped with the S9.
I think so.
Because if you put them on low power mode now, they still perform at full speed now.
I know the 7 did it.
Yeah, because I used to have a lot of customers would complain about their internet speed not being what they paid for, and it was low power causing it, putting it in low power mode. Because I'd walk in and test with my device, and I'm getting full speed, and I go, hey, man, I'm about to take a look at your phone. Oh, low power. Turn that off. Bam, full speed. Saw it a lot.
Well, okay, so the reason why I say that I feel like we've hit major saturation is because of this, right? So, hold on. This article right here. Phone lines increase in 2022, even though population slows.
I mean, the population has been slowing since like 1980 something.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I think that people are I think that we're at the point where we're at what they call the free line era. I know that a lot of people, if you don't understand that joke, T-Mobile is famous for free lines, but I'm just thinking that what the growth is coming from the extra lines on people's accounts.
They need to get T-Mobile needs to do instead of one free line, you get 2 free lines.
But here's the thing: think about it. How many people are in America? Like 330 million people, right?
Yep.
Between the three major carriers, they're above or at 100 million each.
Not AT&T. Last
Oh
time I
no!
checked, they're on their
I
way
thought
back.
AT&T. I thought AT&T was somewhere up close to 100 million. I know T-Mobile surpassed them with the merger.
You gotta look up wireless subscribers specifically. You can't just look up subs. Period.
Oh, because they count their fiber as subs also.
And you gotta separate it.
Edmund, and then you also have to think about a lot of these phones. You can have multiple carriers as well.
Well,
That
hey, take
too.
somebody like myself. I got AT&T and Verizon
No,
too.
no. Meaning like you, like on an iPhone or the Galaxy, you could have two carriers at once.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you could have a work phone, a hobby phone, or whatever.
And you can also have Black Wireless too.
And
Oh,
let's not forget,
oh, not
we
Black
do live
Wireless.
in an era where, like, I would probably bet to say that at least 35% of the population actually has company phones as well.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of subs too, because you think about it, if everybody already has a phone and then they work at a company that also gives them a phone, which is almost everybody I know has freaking company phone.
Which is
even
why.
outside my industry.
But look, which is why it goes back to my original statement. Like I feel like, and you said it's shallow, but I think that we have hit major saturation. It's to the point now that what can you do on a phone that's going to make people go, "Ooh, I really
Okay,
need that."
so you telling me that so if Samsung would have went balls deep, okay,
Balls deep.
and was like, all right, check it out, 5600 milliamp hour battery,
Ooh.
120-watt charging. That wouldn't have been the biggest thing on the freaking announcement.
I think that would have made the internet like shatter if they did
Exactly,
that.
and that would have caused a sales surge from people like us.
But here's the thing: it would have been a sales surge from the nerds, but not a sales surge for the average consumer, though.
Well, no, but you got to realize, even though we don't drive the whole market, we still influence the market.
Yeah,
So,
we
again,
do.
example, think about like you just said, right? How many people get in the back of your car and look at your phone and go, "Ah."
Oh,
Okay.
a lot of people do.
So think about what the nerds jump on today, everybody else will be on in a year and a half.
That's true.
But if we have nothing to jump on, there's nothing for us to push other people to jump on afterwards. So
And
we're
also,
early, but we drive the market by passively.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brandon.
no, also keep in mind, a lot of these prepaid and phone plans have become cheaper to a point where it's affordable to have a secondary line.
Yep.
It is. I mean, look,
I mean, look at
the
Speed Tech.
traffic.
He's burning the free trials on T-Mobile.
He is burning them, boy. Yo, I'm telling you know what? I'm curious, and Speed Tech is watching. Hey, look, I'm curious what your phones are gonna look like in a year. I bet that circle that's on the speed testing app is gonna be burned into your screen.
Burned in.
It's gonna be a burn in on your phone, man. But no, but here's like the video I just did where I'm testing Metro by T-Mobile. People want to know about it because I think that people are looking to downsize. They're like, "Yo, forget these things that forget these expensive plans. I need something affordable."
Well, you know what a lot of people are doing, Keon? They're
What's
getting
up?
expensive phones and cheap plans.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I
I
mean,
agree.
if you go directly to the manufacturer and you throw it on prepaid, then you end up being smart about it because you don't need all that other stuff if you don't really utilize
I
it.
mean, it's the thing. If you're not a super data user, but you like the newest phones, I mean, it's best to buy your phone outside of the traditional uh what is it? The traditional carrier model.
If you go to the Apple Store or Samsung or OnePlus or wherever you buy your devices at, and you like the Verizon network but are wanting to pay less, Visible Plus is pretty nice.
True. But I can tell you right now, the carriers and all the rest of these, even the MVNOs want to try to sell you a phone, man. I walked into the Metro store and that lady, you would have thought I told that lady to go kick rocks because I didn't go in there and want a phone. I just said I want a SIM card. She was like, $100. Like,
But if you go into these carrier stores and you're a brand new customer, it's like they're cheering you on to buy that damn plan.
oh yeah, hey, look, they really they're looking to they want to sell you something.
As they could tell you,
Hey, look, they want to sell you everything in the cow.
yup. They'll
But
even sell you them expensive ass accessories that you probably could find for less than half the cost on Amazon.
very true. But no radio. But that's what I'm saying, man. Is we're at the point now that adding free lines, T-Mobile, is the only growth. It's the only growth you have left because if AT&T's at 90 plus million, Verizon's at 130 million, and T-Mobile somewhere at 100, we're pretty much at the population of the United States.
Oh, I get that.
I wouldn't be
was more so
surprised if
targeting technology.
Spectrum. I wouldn't be surprised if Charter and Comcast end up adding free lines.
They technically already are.
I mean,
Right now, two lines unlimited is the same price as one line was, for the most part.
that's called half off.
Yeah.
But that's just something that I've noticed. Like the Samsung, like the review, the only thing about the new Samsung S23 was like new camera features where the 200 megapixel camera is actually a 50 megapixel camera, but doing pixel combining technology. Like you get a deeper field if it was just a 50 megapixel camera only. You do 200, but it pulls in more light. Right.
Edmund, a lot of these
That was
people
some trickery.
don't even know how to use a damn camera.
But you know what? Here's the thing. That phone, actually, the S23 is more appealing to me as somebody who does YouTube. You have to understand,
honestly, Edmund, if I were to get the S23 Ultra, it would only be because of the damn camera. I don't care about the service menu. I don't care about anything else.
But
my favorite
that's
thing
the only allure.
My favorite thing on the Ultras was the zoom. That was it.
Yeah. 100 times zoom. Bam.
Even if it was
Scumbag
partially digital,
zoom.
I didn't care. I could zoom in on some stuff I couldn't zoom in on anything else.
Edmund, you could see Mensa from Baltimore from New York.
Oh shit.
Hey, look. They talked about that poor man too much last night. I'm not gonna bring that man back from the dead. But
man, come on.
But no, hey, look, I'm just saying,
that was Bob Lost brother.
Oh Lord, I'm just saying that there's no to put a 200 like to be able to fast charge your phone in 5 minutes would make nerds jump, but the everyday consumer, the everyday consumer is gonna be like,
But the market,
I'm gonna tell you
like,
that.
what deal are you gonna
you're
get?
right, but the market has to follow. And what I'm saying is, Samsung should have been the first to try to do it in the U.S. because somebody's got to do it first in the U.S. Obviously, we got Chinese phones that can do it, but they don't have the bands. Samsung could have jumped that wall and used that as a major ploy.
That's true. Samsung, look, Samsung has market dominance on Android in the U.S. Okay, which is why here's another funny one, right? Snapdragon is finally going to be on all variants, even out of the US. So no more Exynos. It's at 8 Gen 2 on everything.
Yep.
So that was another big difference. So now people in Europe can experience the same Snapdragon that people experience here in America.
Do you know why, Edwin?
No, I would like to know why though.
So it means they have shut down the facilities that are doing the research for the Exynos and now doing the research with ARM and starting to make their own chips. It's going to take a couple years. So instead of making these Exynos chips and the ARM chips at the same time, discovering ARM chips, they're going to focus all on ARM. And then within I think 4 to 5 years, they're going to use their own chipsets, just like Apple
Mm.
does.
So you're talking
But
about
it's going to take
Samsung
time.
is going to do they're going to go their own chip side.
Yep.
Mm.
And Apple's going to do the same thing. They already said it.
I mean, what
I mean,
they're
still
gonna
on.
theirs is gonna have to one up because remember Samsung was struggling against what the Exynos brand that was always like 20 to 30% less than what Qualcomm was putting out.
Oh, yeah. The thing was, they
But
weren't
one,
doing it right. They were just rushing, and they were using all the technology.
Go ahead, Brandon. You about to say
no,
something?
I was gonna say, one thing that the industry will never understand is that these phones are camcorders/computers,
They are. They're pocket computers, but they're
but people don't know
also
how to use
DSL,
the
but they're also
potential,
DSLRs.
right?
But here's the thing. But that's something that I was talking to No Radio about. Also, was they might as well just go ahead and put a freaking DSLR camera on it, and there you go. But they won't do it. They how many camera modules
People,
are we going to get to? Right?
and then
There's
didn't they actually
5.
do that on the S 3 or 4 back then?
They try to do a camera Android camera model, but it was real big and bulky.
Yeah, I was.
It was like really big, but then it had no like it was Android as an operating system on it, but it didn't have any cellular connectivity. And then Sony tried to do one where it was an add-on camera that was Bluetooth, and that didn't go nowhere because people didn't want to walk around with two different things. It was a nice concept.
I don't think that I don't. I think if Samsung were to redo that again and it were to have like 400 or 500 megapixel camera, people would not buy it. They'll be like, "Oh, my phone
Oh,
is still good with this."
oh no, 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 good sir. I'm telling you that as a person who's a nerd, you can literally keep the camera. What is it? The the candy bar style phone, and if you put a major sensor on it with attachable lenses, man, those things will fly off the shelves. Fly.
The only people that would buy those things would be photographers
Yes.
and some people that film YouTube.
And every person on YouTube that does a YouTube channel will buy one. You wanna know why? Because everybody shoots their stuff on their iPhones. Do you not watch some of these YouTube channels? Like if you see the reflection, it's an iPhone. That's one of the things I always notice. I'm like, all right, so what are they shooting it on? iPhones or a Samsung phone? And you see that triple camera setup every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine
My
all
thing is
those.
like, my thing is even YouTubers. I know this YouTuber named Tech Talk, and he does like leaks for Samsung. He says even on Twitter, and he's been saying even though the Samsung event was filmed on the S23 Ultra, stop
Mhm.
using the S23 Ultra cameras and use the actual ProRes cameras. Because even though they're pretty damn good, they're still not as good as the raw 4K and 8K cameras, the red cameras and all that.
But here's the thing: the mantra is this: what is the best camera you have? The one that's in your pocket.
Yeah, but my thing is like
I
Apple has
disagree.
my
Oh
thing is like
no, sir.
my thing is
Yes.
For the
my thing is
majority of the population, yes.
yes, for the majority of the population,
Yes.
yes. My thing is Apple has boatload of money to buy a red camera. It's not like they're gonna be poor and they need to shoot the
But
iPhone.
Red is a brand of its own.
Yeah, or whatever the highest the good camera quality is.
They're
They
also
need
they're also like 90 grand.
Yes.
you think Apple has 90 grand? they
Look,
can
No,
spend.
no, I'm saying the camera is 90 grand.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
look, actually,
you ain't getting a $1,500 phone that can shoot like a $90,000 camera. It just ain't happening.
look,
you know,
hey Ash, let me ask you a question, man. If you were
Mm.
going to start doing like photography right now, right? Your barrier to entry is it starts at $1,500.
I understand. My thing is, I'm trying to tell these big companies like Apple and Samsung, stop using the flagship phones to film all your stuff, your promos. Use the good cameras. You have the money to do that.
Oh no, they're gonna be cheap too. What are you talking about?
But at the same
That's what I'm
time,
trying.
but at the same time, they want to be able to demonstrate that your phone can actually do it.
Bro, you think, bro, have you ever used what they've used? They have like this huge ass camera holder and all this other BS crap just to
Yes.
take one picture. And you tell me the
Yeah.
average consumer is gonna do that? They're gonna bring out their
Nope.
heavy
Man,
ass
people
tripod.
people are more innovative with less when than having more.
Yup.
Like there's some like if I showed you some photography shots or video that's done, and if you didn't see what they did behind the scenes, you would have swore it was on some like special gimbal or something to take that shot. It's crazy. Like the type of footage that you get and the crispness from an iPhone or an Android phone is way better than trying to shoot it with a DSLR, and you get more flexibility. And ever saying, have you ever like look at what happened when you were on the NFL? Man, those cameras with those super telescope lenses. Man, how much do you think one of those things costs?
100.
You don't think Samsung
Hundred
can buy that
thousand.
shit? You think Samsung
Exactly.
Well, it
Samsung
ain't
doesn't
about
have
them
enough money to
buying
buy
it.
that?
I'm saying that they still can't stick that inside a phone. That's the
Oh,
thing.
I'm not talking about sticking about. I'm talking about using it to film your stuff. And don't
What?
use the S23 Ultra.
Well, okay. When you said film their stuff, what are you referring to? Commercials?
Filming events, commercials,
Oh,
all
they're
their
not
like
filming them damn
promos.
commercials with the damn phone.
No, 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 they're not doing that.
No, with the event, no, with the event, they used the S23 Ultra to film it, and you could tell that the quality wasn't as good.
But that was because that was a gimmick. I'm talking about just traditional commercial
Oh yeah, traditional
associated with.
commerce. Yeah,
Yeah, they're not.
They do that. They do that so they can say, "Look what we can do."
because the guy that was holding the thing, the stand, bro, that shit was heavy as hell. And it had like so many bars. I'm like, oh my god, no one's gonna use that.
For stabilizing the phone.
Yeah,
So on the cell phone side, but moving back towards the carriers, we got Super Bowl Sunday next Sunday, which um I'm probably gonna be in
let's go
Baltimore.
Chiefs.
I'm gonna be in Baltimore trying to get some network testing done because nobody's gonna watch my little YouTube channel yet. Not on a Super Bowl Sunday. Hey, look, I gotta be realistic with certain things, but
So we're doing
how do y'all?
Saturday stream.
Huh? Well, I gotta work Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta work Saturday, so I haven't got to that point where YouTube's paying me yet. Maybe one day. Look,
We
like,
gotta
share, and
talk
subscribe
offline.
this, please, so we can get these numbers up. Thank you
Yeah.
for the plug, double A. But Super Bowl's happening. What do y'all think the networks have done in the Arizona area?
I think T-Mobile took away all their towers over there.
Wow, they took away all their towers.
Yeah, he said we're taking our equipment away.
We're gonna take our equipment
I
and go
don't
home.
really think they've done much, to be honest with you.
Well, you
I
know, that's
mean,
I
all.
really don't think that they've done much.
You don't think they've
well,
put DASs outside or
I mean, that's it, but we're
I
not going to
cows?
see 40 gigs speed test.
well, here's the thing. I think that when and I watch other people's speed test channels. I have not been able to go to Arizona, but there was other testing people that have gone to had lived in the Arizona area, and they were. I mean, T-Mobile was already putting in N41 all over the place. So do you think
They've
they had a whole
had
lot of work to
M41
a whole lot of
since
work to do?
Sprint.
Yeah, since the Sprint merger.
But that N41 is going to handle thing. In order for an event like this, you need DAS systems and cows.
Unless
If
you
you
I
don't have DAS
honestly
system
don't.
and cows,
unless you put in enough small cells to handle it.
yeah, or small cells. If you don't have small cells, DAS, or cows, your regular network isn't going to be able to handle it.
I
So-
honestly don't think the average consumer there is going to have T-Mobile.
Mm.
I mean, here's the thing.
People
Yeah,
that buy people that buy Super Bowl tickets don't have free line.
let's first.
But did you
I don't
know
know.
Let's
You
first
might be
say-
surprised. I seen a like a 70-something-year-old doctor the other day when his phone was ringing. It was T-Mobile. I was like, okay, T-Mobile
Hey, look,
moving up in the world. They getting the doctors and lawyers to buy lines.
Oh man. But look, my take on this is
I mean,
anybody
what happened
who's
to the 100 gig backhaul
Oh,
that they had last year in Las Vegas? I mean, Los Angeles.
that was probably a C-RAN setup for just this the stadium and the surrounding area, sir. That's probably what it was. It was just to get the surrounding areas up and running. I seriously doubt it's still in place now.
They yanked that shit off and said, "We
Bro,
don't pay you no more."
as soon as the game was over with, they was like, "Turn these lights off! Hurry up! It's costing us money!
Yeah.
Click, 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 click!"
No, I mean they kept playing music while the shit was going down.
Exactly.
What did Steve Harvey say? He said if Cooler and the gang would have been on the Titanic, they would have unplugged the amp.
Yeah, they would have yanked that stuff out of the wall, man. Get that amp, get that amp. Oh man, hey, look, I'm just saying, yo. I
T-Mobile was
think that
unplugging shit like nobody's business.
yeah, they were like, "What? The game's over? Turn that off!" Like they
Pull that fiber out right now.
Yeah, T-Mobile went around like a old black lady talking about, man, what are these lights on for? Turn that off. Turn it off too. It's middle of the daytime. We don't need all those lights on.
Jesus.
So yeah, like they claim like and I made fun of like last night when I was listening to Carlos's channel. They were like, it was 10 times the speed. I was like, well, if you go from 1 meg to 10, that's 10 times also. I'm just saying.
I mean, I honestly think that Verizon and T-Mobile are going to win.
What's up, Carlos? Hey, I'm just saying, man. Hey, that's a 10x increase. But hey, look, they're saying that they got DAS systems in. T-Mobile's boasting 2.5 coverage indoor DAS system upgrades with 600 megahertz of millimeter wave.
I'm sure they're going to put a lot of LA in there.
600 whole megahertz.
Yeah.
With 1 gig backhaul on
it.
No, what do you mean?
Beyond,
I heard they were using Starlink backhaul.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, because they did a partnership with Elon Musk.
You're gonna start using that Starlink backhaul.
Let's see, Carlos. What you saying?
I'm smacking that Discord on the at the moment. The problem with a sign.
I don't know. This whole mobile carriers at the Super Bowl thing is starting to get played out to me.
It's getting old.
Well, you know what? I think that we need to go ahead and get a Twitter trend going on, like so we can get some speed tests, like some actual people at the Super Bowl. Cause we tried to do it last year.
And then when I had the Super Bowl, I mean, when they had the World Series right here in Houston, everybody was like, "Oh, Verizon's going to work with millimeter wave." I went to that millimeter wave thing, and that thing did not work.
Hey, It was too many people, man.
You couldn't even make a phone call. You could not make a phone call.
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
Surprisingly, N41
Carlos,
worked.
you gonna be at the Super Bowl chilling?
He's gonna be
Oh
with his boy
man.
Biden, bro.
Oh no. Hey, look, man. If you can, we need you to pull out all 18 of your iPhones and drive around in your Mini Cooper, please. But first, go get some new tires.
Oh shit.
Oh, live from the Super Bowl, sir? Oh, I'm gonna have you on at the same time I'm watching the Super Bowl, man.
I'd rather watch cards than the Super Bowl, to be honest with you.
Hey,
to be honest, I'm
but
not trying to watch Rihanna.
I am. Whoa, sir. Hold up.
I'm not trying to see Umbrella.
Do not make the mistake that Stephen A. Smith made, sir. Do not make that mistake. You don't talk about Riri like that, okay? Don't talk about her. You gonna get your toe stomped.
They should have put some Houston in there. Right no radio. Some Beyonce.
Yeah, you sound like that old man from Barbershop 2. Whatever. What old boy was talking about? He was talking about James Brown and Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
Don't you be talking about Dr. King like that.
Don't you be talking about King like that. We talking about. Go here talk about Riri like that. Rihanna, understand? You can sing. Hey, look,
that umbrella's burnt out.
Oh no, she got some new thickness. She got some new thickness going on.
That's that baby fat.
Baby fat.
Man, but no, I'm just saying, like, I want to know. I'm telling you, somebody needs to start a hashtag speed testing at Super Bowl. Let's see. Somebody need to seed this so we can.
Somebody needs to test out your cellular there.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I can't promise you none of that, but I can promise you'll get some speed tests from Costa Rica.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Coming up.
And then like Verizon, talks Frontline, so they're talking about getting major work done in the area for their systems. AT&T, FirstNet is going to be on fire. So, what is it? Verizon saying that they're going to have their gear set up. They putting them Thor hammers to work. What, they're not going to invest in small cells in Phoenix?
Yeah. To me, if all three of them ain't going to go heavy on millimeter wave, it's kind of a joke. Because you know what everybody's going to do. All they're going to do is talk about how fast millimeter wave is. They're going to ignore every damn thing else. It's going to be C-band who?
Matter of fact, is the Phoenix area like an early clear spot for C-band for Verizon? That I would like to know. Because their investment would matter. What do y'all think?
Let's check out Verizon. Hey.
Well, Brandon and Ashay already dropped out.
Does Verizon claim to have C-band in that area? That's the question.
That is the question. But if they're bringing in cows, I'm going to assume they probably don't. The only reason why you bring in like the Thor's hammer is because you lack enough you lack enough capacity.
Let's see. Well, they show C-band all around Phoenix.
Ooh. Hey, can you pull it up, or are you on your phone?
I mean, I can still technically pull it up. They show it all over Phoenix.
Ooh.
So C-Man should be doing something on the big day.
It should. Carlos, please report back and be my correspondent. I'm curious about it. Oh, let's see. What else we got on the docket? So we talked about the 23.
I hope
So
AT&T don't have the N66 turned on over there.
oh God, no. You know they're not going to.
It's
If they
hot,
do, you know they're not.
I'd
Hey,
rather have 5GE.
oh God. No radio. I gotta push the buttons, man.
You try.
Controversy alert. Controversy alert. So good old Twitter is gonna make businesses pay $1,000 per month to keep their gold check marks.
Oh, Jesus. I hope all the businesses say nope, we ain't doing it and roll. That's what I hope happens. I hope all
But
the businesses say screw it.
but come on, man. You don't think that people are gonna be enticed?
Twitter sucks.
Oh Lord. You know what? I have to honestly say, like before Elon, like the conversations on Twitter was a whole lot better. But now it like let's say somebody posts something and it literally just goes into hinty porn. It literally does. It just goes straight hinty porn, like 2 layers in. Like you know how you got the original post. So let's say somebody says, "Hey, spotted C-band on this tower, and look at this tower," and then somebody underneath it will be like, "Oh man, that's good. Look at that deployment," and then next to it will be, "Hey, click here for hinty." I'm like, and then you try to scroll past it, like, oh, okay, it must be an ad. No, it gets worse, progressively worse as you go lower.
I just think Twitter sucks, period. It's a terrible app, terrible site. It sucks.
Oh, but I'm just saying, like,
I'd rather have MySpace.
oh, whoa.
Twitter's trash.
But Twitter is a major hub, so you don't think you so do you think businesses are going to finally jump on board just so they can make sure that they are actually verified? I know how you feel about being verified, sir. You scared off a poor one-time user of said social network.
I just don't care about Twitter, period.
Well, I think that it's starting to lose a lot of its luster now since this merger.
It never had lust. Think about it, bro. I just want to say this, right? Is it just me, or has nobody realized that nobody gave a damn about Twitter until Donald Trump went on there?
No, wait. Twitter was
Think
gaining
about
some.
it. Go
Twitter was gaining some
rewind
foothold.
back to 2019, 2018. Nobody I know was using freaking Twitter. Donald Trump gets elected and everybody's freaking on Twitter just because he was on there saying crazy crap. He was the best advertising for Twitter ever because people were literally only signing up at Twitter so they could go see what the heck Donald Trump said this week.
So you can say, are you saying that they just signed up for the dumpster fire?
Exactly.
I mean, it does correspond with the fact that during the previous administration that Twitter finally turned a profit.
My point exactly. That means no one cared about it until he was on there.
It was the 26 from 2016 to 2020. That was the most popular that Twitter has ever been.
All I'm saying is if Donald Trump would have done the same thing on Facebook, it would have had the same results. Twitter's not special. Never has been. Never will be. In fact, more creators are over on freaking Instagram overall.
Yeah.
People use TikTok and Instagram more than Twitter.
Hey, look, I'm trying to branch out on my social media right now and follow. Dave suggested I should do Mastodon, and
God.
Mastodon's very confusing. It's Twitter. It's Twitter-esque, but without the ease of use. It has Twitter like inspirations.
Well, plus
But
it's not open. It's not like an open world either. When you first
no,
sign up, you got
they're
like
individual silos.
yeah, that's my point. Which is
There's
why
individual
Mastodon's never going
silos
to take off.
which
That's
you
why
have
it's
to
not going
sign
to
up.
take off, Dave.
You have to sign. Well, look, you have to sign up for individual sites, and then you have to get like checked off for individual sites too, which makes it a little bit more difficult to use. I'm just
But that's what.
saying. I'm
But that's
trying
why
out
Dave
something that
likes
was
it.
suggested
Dave
to me.
likes it. But what I'm saying is, what makes these sites successful is that everybody gets on them, right?
And it's easy.
If
It's always the ease of use.
if LeBron James wants to say something tomorrow, Mastodon's the wrong place to say it because it ain't gonna really get out to the whole world.
Yes,
Well, that's what he
it
wants.
only
Though
gets.
he wants it
It only
closed.
gets. Well,
He
it
wants the
gets
world
stuck on.
closed.
It only get. It would end up getting stuck in its own silo.
Yeah, exactly.
Which means that it defeats the purpose of what Twitter is. I mean, like it or not, at least you have a chance for your tweet to be seen by some random soul somewhere. They don't have to sign into a special version of Twitter to use it.
You know what? Mastodon is like being in a chat room back in the day.
Oh God.
You got to hop in and out of different worlds to try to see what's going on in different worlds.
Be like, hey, what's going on, people? Oh, ain't nothing happening here. Let me leave. Look,
Exactly.
especially when you was on the AOL one, man. You look, everybody's like, how many people's in this one? How many people's in that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
You try to go into the one with all the people, and then all of a sudden you see everybody leaving. Because let's say somebody like was saying some weird stuff, they all of a sudden everybody just left because the people that you went in there originally for is leaving. So why stick around? But hey, look, I'm just saying right now, like from my point of view, Twitter is too big to be ignored, even though it's the biggest dumpster fire of all the social networks. So I
All I'm
don't know,
saying
but
is Twitter wants to charge the users while all the other social media is paying the users. See the problem?
that's true. That's true.
You literally can make money on Facebook.
But
Twitter
here's the
wants to
thing.
charge you to be on there.
But here's the crazy thing though, right? If you make it where you got better, what do you say? If you have better interactions with people on Twitter, then Twitter becomes more valuable. So they're gonna have to get rid of a lot of BS if you want to become the de facto town square. I mean, like right now, they want to charge for the use of their APIs. Hey, you wanna create a bot using our APIs, they're gonna charge for it now.
They're pouring the gasoline on themselves.
Oh gosh.
They're pulling a Gandhi, whatever
Oh,
whoever it
wow.
was that lit itself on fire in this town square.
Dang. So you don't think that Twitter is redeemable, sir?
No.
Oh, I thought
The
it.
only,
I thought it.
the only thing Twitter's good for is for conspiracy theorists to get together and whine about nothing. That's
Wow.
what it's for. That's the only thing it's good for.
Mm,
To go in there and miseducate each other on every damn thing. That's what Twitter's good for. And heck, they
well,
don't even do a good job of that because here's the thing: good social media is engaging. It keeps you there.
that's true.
Twitter don't keep me there.
I have to say that I don't spend a lot of time on it,
It
especially
doesn't
of
keep
late.
you engaged. Yeah, I mean,
Especially of late. I mean, me and you met on Twitter Spaces, but I mean
and
Twitter
I got
Spaces was
dragged
too
kicking and
buggy.
screaming to there.
I
We was
don't
on
want to use
Periscope.
this.
we was on Periscope, and then Twitter bought Periscope, so we ended up over at Twitter, and then the experience was so bad using the damn spaces that nobody I don't even want to be over there. It's so horrible.
You're like, I don't want to use this.
It doesn't work well.
Oh man. So no radio. I need your fine palette for this next one, sir.
Oh, geez.
So 4K televisions before the Super Bowl. Would you be able to recommend any of this list that I will be showing in just a moment?
This is easy.
So you
Just don't buy a Samsung, and you're good.
wow. Wow, no radio. You just say it like that. Samsung doesn't even get a chance.
Great picture, terrible OS, terrible hardware that breaks easily.
Ooh. Well, people, God bless you and good night. No,
That's just how I feel, man.
man. Look, you're gonna have these deals. I mean, I walked through Target earlier tonight, man. 75-inch for $650. I bought 2017. I have a 65-inch TV. Man, that cost me $1,700.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's another thing. Is the Super Bowl? Where you gonna even be able to watch Super Bowl in 4K?
YouTube TV.
Is it gonna actually be in live 4K?
I have the 4K channel, and it's supposed to be in 4K. Notice the words "supposed to be," quote unquote. We're gonna find out. So you got the TLC 6 series with Google TV. We're looking at $600 for 2021 4K HDR, 120 hertz for 4K gaming, HDR10. Thumbs up or thumbs down, sir?
TCLs be outlasted of Samsungs. Hey, and don't get offended if you have a Samsung TV. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you from a person that went in 1,800 houses a year for the last 13 years.
Ooh,
If you want to find a broken TV, it's going to likely be a Samsung.
wow.
That's
Look,
13 years, 1,800 houses a year. The average house has at least 3 TVs. And I'm here to tell you, it's always broken Samsungs. TCL, I don't think I've seen a broken TCL yet. Ain't that
wow.
some bitch? And I've seen a
I,
lot of TCLs. The first TCLs that came out are still working right now.
wow. And TCLs are cheap.
Yep, cheap.
What secret sauce are they using?
They see the problem is Samsung built such a brand for themselves with their TVs, and then once they built that brand, they started cheaping out on the freaking TVs.
Oh Lord.
That's the problem. I'm saying it now.
We got the LG UP7300 series, 75-inch,
I'd rather get
$600.
I'd rather get that LG because at least it's going to be priced good. The Sony's going to probably be the best one, but it's going to be priced at a much higher price. Look,
Hold on.
55
So
is $799
yeah,
or $598, but that's a 55 versus a 75. You see what I'm talking about?
yeah, I see what you're saying.
$2 difference, but you're going way smaller. But and
At
what's funny is
Walmart.
that Sony is still going to have an LG screen on it. It just will be
Yeah.
using Sony's software and converting chips or whatever for the video.
Well, it look like this list does not have any Samsungs on this. We got
Wonder why.
we got a TLC 4 series 55-inch for $270 at Best Buy. Amazon Fire TV. I didn't even know that Amazon did a Fire TV.
Of course they do a Fire TV. They've been doing Fire
65-inch.
TVs. They've been making Fire TVs for a long time, Brent.
Didn't know. I didn't know. Hey, look, this is news to me.
But I hate to say this, I'd rather have a Samsung.
Oh, Wait, wait a second. Wait. You just said before I got started, you were like anything but a
Look,
Samsung, and then
I
I hit the Amazon one. You was like, I found the loot low
I don't like Fire TV. I don't like Fire Sticks. They're terrible devices. I don't know how anybody tolerates them.
because it gives
Whoever's
them
feelings that hurt,
illegal
I don't
stuff.
care. I don't
It
care
gives
whose
them
feelings that
illegal stuff. That's why.
hurt.
Nor do I promote doing things illegally, but
I
that's
don't care.
why people use it.
Yeah.
Look, I have never met anybody with a Fire Stick that was like, "Yo, I love this Fire Stick because it gives me all the things I want." It
No,
is,
it's
hey, I
always
can
the
go.
illegal stuff.
Yes,
They
it's
only get it for that
illegal.
purpose.
They don't get
Not
it for the
because
quality.
it's not a good operating system. It's trash. It's terrible.
Hey, look, man. I like I said, I've never seen anybody talk good about a Fire Stick to the point like that you could sell it to somebody else. It's yo. I got a friend that hacks Fire Sticks. Like that's normally how the conversation goes. I got a friend that hacks Fire Sticks. When I had a conversation in my car that people saw like, oh man, you like a tech person. They didn't go, do you recommend a Fire Stick? It was, do you hack Fire Sticks?
hmm
That's how the conversation started.
I've done every kind of hack you can do on a Fire Stick, and been there, done that.
Man, so what have we learned today? There's a bottom even beyond Samsung. There's a bottom. Apparently, Samsung is not as bad as Amazon is.
Hell, it's painful just signing in on a Samsung TV at this
It
point.
is bad. It is bad.
When you get a new one and you got to sign in, it make you make a Samsung account now and all that crap. Anybody got time for all that shit?
Because they want to get your information. It's all about getting your info.
And then I could get over that if the damn HDMI ports didn't fry on them things every time the sun came out.
Oh gosh.
Because you know what you could do? If at least if the HDMI ports didn't fry on you all the time, at least you could just plug an Apple TV into it and make it useful.
Oof. Yes, when you end up going component.
Which, something else, new development after some of the latest Apple updates.
Uh-huh.
If you are a Spectrum customer and you have any premium channels, whatever, that also carry applications, by default now, you no longer have to sign in even to third-party apps anymore. So, for instance, if you get a new Apple TV from Spectrum and you plug it in, you don't got to sign into your Spectrum account because it recognizes your Wi-Fi, right?
Right.
Well, once that Spectrum app is signed in, it now automatically signs you into every other app that's a part of your subscription. So, say you go download HBO Max, you used to have to activate it and then hit sign in with provider. Well, now by default, it will go, oh, you got this on Spectrum, log in.
Oh, that's good.
So it recognizes even your third party apps now and automatically logs you in.
Yo, that's great. I
It
agree with
makes
you,
it
Austin.
buttery
Do
smooth.
you know how annoying it is, especially with the fact that AT&T is in charge of HBO
Yep.
and you're trying to log, okay, what's my password? And they go, well, your brand is not recognized. And you got to go into on the website so you can log into your
Yep.
HBO account
And put that
so you
code
can
in.
log into your TV or through the website. I'm like, yo, this is annoying as
The
hell.
Apple TV no longer has that issue. If you're signed in on whatever so for instance, say you have YouTube TV. I don't know if it works for it yet, but it's something maybe you could check out if you ever get Apple TV. Say you got YouTube TV and a part of your subscription is HBO. So that means by
Yes,
default, you should get HBO Max, right? Well, in
right.
theory, as long as your YouTube TV signed in, when you go download HBO Max, it should pop up and go, oh, you already
It
got
should.
HBO with your YouTube login.
And it
Done.
doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah,
I
but
can
it
tell you now,
shouldn't.
it doesn't. It
But
should.
that's what Spectrum does now across the board on every single app. Epics, HBO Max, all of them. It automatically recognizes just because the Spectrum app is installed, it goes ahead and logs you in for all your other stuff when you open it. It's beautiful.
Apple just made it easier to be a Spectrum customer.
Yeah.
Now, can we bring this simple stuff back over to the other side of the fence?
Yeah, I mean,
It-
Samsung, get it together.
no, they're not going to.
You should be able to open up once you log into one, it goes, if anything included with that should auto log in. That's just the way it should have been from the beginning.
No,
It's
I
beautiful.
agree with that.
That's beautiful, man.
Oh, so since we were basically teabagging Amazon, and I saw the article that you posted, No Radio. Hold on a second.
Amazon's having a hard time.
Oh, a hard time since 2014. Hard time.
So
So
they had an explosion during freaking the pandemic, but now that the pandemic's over, they having a hard time.
so everybody look, they were the only thing going. Look, everybody was delivering for them and everything. Now, first unprofitable year since 2014.
But
What
let's go deep
happened?
on this. Okay, so I can give you a few things that I've been talking to people around me about that's been going
Uh-huh.
on.
What happened? What
So,
happened, sir?
so here's the deal. Before and during the pandemic, Amazon was on the money. Like if you ordered stuff, it was supposed to be there in 2 days. It was actually showing up.
Right.
I've been hearing people nonstop tell me all of a sudden Amazon can't keep their 2-day promises.
Well,
And I
what?
got a feeling this is contributing to people saying, well, I would have got my toilet paper, but it might not show up on time. So I might as well
Oh,
go down to Dollar General and get my toilet paper. They're not being able to keep up with the load. And I think that's probably contributing to some of these sales things. I'm hearing this from everybody, bro. They were like, during the pandemic, if I order something, it was on the money. 2 days
it
or 1
was.
day on the money. All of a
Oh,
sudden, 2 day stuff taking 3 or 4 days to show up.
the radio. I can tell you right now. So I live in an apartment complex, okay, and
Yep.
we don't have a mailroom. So during the pandemic, our apartment complex stopped taking packages. So that means that everybody had to get like basically wait around for their packages, and the delivery people were bringing it to the door. They were like, "Yo, here." They were doling it out. I saw the Amazon people. I saw the FedEx people. They were walking with a cart, having to go to multiple different floors. That's how it was. You know what I mean? Social distancing was in full effect, but Amazon packages were hitting the point.
Yep.
It was look 2 days, a day and a half, a day and a quarter, whatever. They were popping it.
Yep.
Now, yo, look, I don't have a mail room, and these people are leaving it in the public space. They leaving my product literally in the public sitting of where people randomly come in and out of it, talking about we left it in the mail room. I don't have a mail room. What mail room did you find? That people like Amazon people don't care anymore. They're like, yo, I don't get paid enough. I'm just gonna drop it right here, call it a day. So quality of work has totally gone down.
Yeah, that like I said, they're not. So the thing about Amazon is it works when it's perfectly executed, and people are more
Right.
trusting of it. If you got one, if like I said, we go down to simple items like you got one enough soap left in that detergent to wash one more sink of dishes, and you order some detergent, and it take a week to show up because something went wrong. You got a problem.
Oh look, I order so for me, I order my oil. So I get like, the mobile one and stuff. And
Hmm.
right now I'm probably to do my oil change, I'm gonna have to go down to the auto zone down the street to get the
Yeah.
oil, the one that the so I got the what is it? I got the big jug, so the 5 liter one, but
Of course.
the one the 5 quarts. But the 1 quart is saying it won't get here till March 1st.
You see the problem? That's why I'm saying if they're
It won't
only
get
as
here
good as
till
how
March
reliable
1st.
they are. So people are going back to regular stores more and more. The thing is, it's like I feel like Amazon was trying to go big, but they have stepped it. And it's like, bro, when you had us cornered, you should have went faster and faster and faster at doing everything you can to corner the market. And now the
But
tide's starting to turn.
but hold on, but no radio. Here's the thing. Because of the pandemic and social distancing, and a lot of people got laid off their jobs. So understand they had people lining up outside just to try to be able to deliver a couple packages. So the thing is they had plenty of work.
They had an influx of workers.
They had an influx of workers. Now people are going back and they found something else to do. So you don't have that free labor pool that you could pull from anymore.
Yeah.
So as people started going, like the jobs numbers, regardless if you love this administration or not, they put in over 500,000 new jobs. I don't care
Yeah.
if you hate the president. Yo, I've never seen a spike like that. They said the last time that you saw job numbers as low as this was in the late 60s.
Yeah.
So Amazon doesn't have that big pool to pull from. So I think that Amazon's business model broke down as more people could say, you know what, I don't have to use my car no more. Man, you could dead that. I'm out here, you used to be able to go drive around and you see somebody pull up and they open their trunk and it's be like Amazon packages falling out of the trunk. You know what I mean? You don't see that no more.
Yeah. They
You don't see that no more.
losing their grip. And then they don't even have the better prices anymore either.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Retail is catching up with them on pricing. And it's like, hey, I could order this and it might get here on time, or I could just go right down to Best Buy and get the same damn price.
Are you telling me that Walmart actually has a chance now?
But Walmart, once again, first thing Walmart's got to do. This is okay, Walmart, if you're listening, I used to faithfully every other week go to Walmart at 3 a.m. and spend at least $250. I haven't done that. I have not done that since before the pandemic. Because they started closing all the freaking stores at 11. I don't want to go to Walmart at 8 when there's a freaking crowd. I like to go at 3 a.m. and get all my groceries when ain't nobody there and take my time. You know, I like doing that. I literally just don't go to Walmart anymore. Just don't go anymore. They lost that money from me.
A lot of people used to, like, as a person who works at night, right? A lot of grocery stores would stay open late. Even in the area I'm in, there's not that many, but there was still enough that if I really needed to go grocery shopping at night, I could do it. And then all of a sudden, the pandemic hit, and then all those just stopped. Like, there was 24-hour CVS's and Walgreens that stopped doing 24 hours.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Same here.
So
Same here.
they and the thing is they haven't come back.
Yep.
So
Walmart needs to go back 24 hours, man.
I think that if Walmart goes back 24 hours, Amazon would feel the pinch. Because it was faithfully reliable. Like, you used to be able to go, hey, you knew that at nighttime they stopped. I didn't care about stepping beyond pallets and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't either because it was peaceful. I wake up at 3, couldn't sleep. Let me go ahead and get the grocery shopping done now because ain't nobody over there.
That's true.
I'd hop in the car and ride on up there and get everything I need. That's what I say. Y'all lost that money from me.
Well, I think that I think that right now Amazon it looks like Amazon is losing, like I said, losing that luster, and Walmart is in position to be able to strike.
And Walmart would deliver to me now
stores.
too. I'm gonna have to test it, but Walmart supposedly delivers to me now. Like same day and next day on certain stuff. I'm like, hold up now.
I might have to try it out myself.
Might have to figure out.
An Amazon versus Walmart battle or bruise.
Yeah, I think Walmart needs to go hard right now. They need to go ham.
I mean, the animals wounded. Since 2014, Amazon's been seeing profitable years.
They've done it to themselves. I don't think they took it serious enough. I think they thought they were further ahead in the game than they really were. So I think they stopped running, they started jogging. Because here's my thing,
Well,
right? In my mind, I should have already. Amazon should already be at a point where they're doing freaking, grocery delivery pretty much almost everywhere, and they don't.
right.
And from what
And
I
you know
think
what?
Brandon said they even stopped doing stores. They're gonna stop. I'm like, yo, y'all, the stuff that would have cornered the market, y'all stopping it.
But no, radio. Here's the crazy thing. Like for me, I drink lactated milk, right? So the only lactated milk I drink is like it's the one with some of the red label on it. I
Yeah,
forget what
yeah, I know what
the
you're talking
brand
about.
name is. But yo, of late, it's hard to get that. They don't keep it in stock. I'm like, how does an online store not keep my milk in stock? This doesn't make any sense. Like, and here's the thing: all these people are literally using this, using your store. You would think that you would have a surplus of this.
Plus, that
It's
stuff lasts
literally
months, don't it? Unlike
well,
regular
yeah,
milk.
yeah. It lasts. I don't have any issues with it. I mean, but that's the thing. Like here, every single time, like me and my wife, we literally double dutch our spending on buying stuff from like Amazon based on whether or not they have my milk. Because
Yeah,
we were
up to
like, oh, they
90
got it.
days
Then all of a sudden I gotta hurry up
shelf
and get
life.
it.
It has a freaking 90-day shelf life.
Yes.
So it ain't like they got to worry about it going rotten. It ain't like regular milk.
Like, but here's the thing, like that's something that bothers me about stores. Like 7-Elevens in DC, right? They will literally have like all the different versions of the teas, but the sweet tea or the extra sweet tea is never in stock. Like, why did you go out and get the blueberry raspberry tea that nobody wants? Why
Nobody
did you
wants
get
it.
you got so many, like you got 4 pallets in the bag. Like who ordered this?
Look, they got the
Who's doing this?
leftovers. They just got the leftovers.
Look, when I tell you that in the DC metro area, they order so much water that 7-Eleven would literally put it outside and nobody will steal it. You would think that they put it outside and somebody walk by and go, "Dang, you know what? Nobody's looking. Let me grab a case," and then they walk off. I literally see homeless people won't even grab a case, dog. They sleep on top of it, won't touch it. That's how much water that they over purchase.
Mm.
But the water now, this gets controversial, but I like Dasani or I like Aquafina, depending on the two, and will not have it or they're out of stock. I'm sitting here like the Aquafina and Dasani is gone. Why did you buy 14 cases of Deer Park? Nobody wants that stuff. Nobody.
That water don't even taste right.
Nobody wants it. Why do you have it?
You'd be better
But
off with some Dollar General water than that Deer Park. That Deer Park.
But that's something. That's just something. It boggles the mind. You have something that people want. Why do you not keep it in stock? Well, you're gonna try to convince me that Deer Park is better now? No, it's nasty.
Well, that's the one thing I give. Like, well, a lot of the stores around here, like the gas station stuff, they literally like if they see you buy something a lot, they go, "Oh, you like those a lot, huh?" And I go, "Yeah, I like those. I'll make sure we always got them." Cool.
Yes,
And they'll have us.
but
It's like a certain store they carry a certain beer that I like. They're the only one within like 10 miles that has that beer, and they make sure they have it.
and that's what's up. But
Personal
I
touch.
feel, but you
So
know
they
what I feel? I feel that retail stores, especially like larger chains, they get paid to stock this stuff and try to make it the only choice left for you to do. So they know
yeah.
that you want the Dasani, they know you want the Aquafina, but they'll be like, but we got this other brand that nobody likes, but we got plenty of that. And it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that weird choice of, oh well, that I accept this now. I guess I have to. And I'll be like, I guess I ain't drinking no water from here today. I would rather go find that water hose and drink from drink from the spigot. That's the way I
Mm-mm-mm.
feel. But hey, look, I got one more story for you, sir. And since you you and EM are my de facto, experts in all things fiber.
Oh crap!
Y'all are. I learned a lot listening to y'all two talk. But here, so how do you feel about this? The T-Mobile CEO was asked a question, and he looks at fixed wireless as he's Toyota versus fiber as Ferrari. Where do you stand at, sir?
Well,
What say you?
I'd rather be Toyota than Ferrari because Toyota, you can sell a whole lot of that. Only a few people are gonna get a Ferrari, and that's
Right,
kind of a
but
good analogy. Fiber is like that Ferrari; almost nobody can get it,
uh
but it's super fast.
that's true. But I mean, like we talked about like the limitations of cellular and how hard it is to have enough frequencies on air, how easily it can be, bogged down and different things. But it will end up being more accessible to more people though, in
Exactly.
comparison to waiting for AT&T to finally build out their fiber network, and it's only going to be in the Midwest or in little pockets where there's no competition, or they might finally decide to put fiber in the ground where their DSL footprint is. I'm just saying, like, I didn't see anything too wrong about this statement. I would love to be a Toyota and sell a whole lot of something.
Yeah, I mean Ferrari's total assets is 6.8 billion.
And Toyota's total assets is a whole hell of a lot more.
Hell of a lot more.
But
What
I'm
is
just
it?
saying, like,
515 billion.
ooh, ooh, ooh. I would rather be Toyota. I
I'd
would
rather
rather
be
be Toyota.
Toyota.
I would rather be the Toyota of the 5G game right now.
I mean,
Um,
who
I think
asked
that
him this question?
I think that's classified information because I don't even know, so I don't even ask. That's if it is or not. But I'm just saying, like, from my point of view, right, is do you see a congestion scenario where the Toyota of wireless is not going to be as good?
Like I said, they need to make sure they're not targeting the cities. If they don't
But
target the
that's what
cities, they'll be okay because you
that's
got
what
to
they're
realize,
doing.
hey, and they're gonna stab themselves in the back.
I mean, that's exactly
Congratulations,
what they're doing. I
you
still get
played yourself.
on my phone. Even though I have Comcast where I am, they're literally going, you can get home internet too.
Yeah, they're playing themselves.
So, but the problem is like I would never compare fiber to fixed wireless. It
Me
comes down to
neither.
the use case.
Me
It really
neither.
does come down to the use case. Like I tell people, I look at my parents as scenarios for, let's say, fiber. Fiber is not going to Eastern North Carolina. There's a fiber trunk haul that goes straight through my little town, but there's nobody going to be like, oh, I'm about to set up me an ISP. Let's go to serve 1,000 people.
Yes, yes. The only way it's getting there is government funding.
Yeah,
And you said,
but I
what is
could.
it? Is it CenturyLink over there?
Oh yes, centrally.
Yeah. Good luck.
Why you say it like that?
I said, good luck them. Good luck them rolling out fiber over there.
But they're not. I know they're
They're
not.
on,
Hey, look,
they're only worried about the Durham and Raleigh area that they have footprint in. Is the only thing they're worried about for fiber. Everywhere else, they're just letting it die, including where I'm at. CenturyLink is just letting it die.
Comcast is full of jokes. Yeah, we got Node 0 on a lot of areas, but Node +4 maybe, and claiming mid splits at 585 on the upstream. And I couldn't tough harder, laugh harder. Hey,
Well,
I'm just saying, man.
Comcast is doing full duplex, so it won't be an actual split.
Look,
Full
as a
duplex would mean,
Comcast,
yeah, they're gonna be running TDD essentially.
as a Comcast customer, okay, my problem is Comcast wants to nickel and dime, and I know me and Brandon can't see eye to eye on this because he's thinking that they just like to upgrade you for shits and giggles. They go, man, hey, look, you look like you're falling behind. Let's upgrade your whole side. They go, no, they be F you pay me. That's my love-hate relationship with Comcast. But I'm just saying, like, when it comes to rural America, so the Toyota analogy works. When you got 400 people around one antenna, like one cell site, you could do fixed wireless off of that. You could supply it with 1 gig backhaul and be like, be good. That's just my approach on it. Like, the idea that fiber is about to touch every corner of the United States in the next 5 or 10 years, not happening. That's not happening. It's a nice dream, but I don't see that dream happening.
Yeah, there'll continue to be like little pockets that'll get some fiber and
Major cities,
and the
fiber
thing is,
upgrades.
even the little pockets that are getting fiber, those companies are raping the people in those places on the pricing.
Ugh.
That's the other side of it,
Look, Comcast wants an extra $20 to $30 just so I can get higher uploads. Higher uploads, okay? Why can't you just give me 50 up? I'm at 20. You want an extra $30, $40 to go to 200.
I do know Comcast, like I said, they are in the Northeast, Keon, doing the upgrades now. Been in some conversations in some rooms with some Comcast guys. They are doing upgrades in the Northeast. Hopefully, symmetrical's coming to you soon, and hopefully they don't try to upcharge. That's what we'll hope for.
Look,
that's what we'll hope for. If they're not going to make it an upcharge, and instead they'll make it a retention play over fiber and fixed wireless. That's what you're hoping for.
But that's what I'm saying is I know that your stance and how you look at the possibilities of fixed wireless not really scaring the major cable companies, but I feel like if they don't, when a company doesn't fear something, they don't change. Look at Verizon.
Well, but like I said though, that's what I say. It ain't fixed wireless that scares the cable companies. It's fiber. Fiber doesn't have the drawbacks of fixed wireless. That's why I say if you in a room, right, and you in an argument, and one of these dudes, like let's say you 6'1", 250 pounds, right?
Right.
And you in a room and the fixed wireless dude is 5'2", 120 pounds, and the fiber guy is the same size as you. Who you think will give you a better fight?
I mean, the bigger guy's going to give me a better fight.
That's what fixed wireless is like, standing next to cable and fiber. Because, like I said, you can only put so many people on the tower.
That's
fiber
true.
Don't really have that issue. That's why I say the cable company's not scared of fixed wireless. They are scared of fiber.
Yeah, but when you know that your competition has the same issue as you're not gonna move as fast. You're not gonna have the urgency to want to be fearful.
The cable doesn't, but fixed wireless doesn't. Fixed wireless has more issues than cable.
Yeah, it does.
Which is what I'm saying is, if they were to start trying to fight with fixed wireless, that would be the wrong fight. They need to be worried about the fiber company who's building next to them.
But here's the thing: like what we have already discovered is there's not that many competition. like there's not that many residential competitions. When it comes to business,
Oh,
that's a
yeah,
whole
yeah,
totally different monster.
we get
But
that. But remember, the cities is where the battle's being fought. Rural America is not where the fight is at, which is why it's all the more better for fixed wireless to focus on rural. Fixed
right,
wireless can't come in and fight with fiber. Cable has the potential to fight with fiber for a little while.
right.
You know, if what I'm
I mean,
getting at is this: if you're a cable company, right, and you're charging your customers say $100 a month for a gig down, right?
yeah,
Fixed wireless comes in and they don't guarantee bandwidth, so that customer might get 50 today, 300 tomorrow, 100 today after that, whatever, and they're charging $25. Cool, right? But the fiber guy comes in and charges $80 for gig. He's your enemy, not the fixed wireless guy. The
that's
fixed
true.
so if there's a neighborhood with 200 houses in it, right? And a fiber company builds every inch of it next to the cable company. Who's gonna get more of them subs, the fiber company or the fixed wireless?
Um, the fiber company.
Fiber company's gonna get them customers, and they're
But
gonna be able to get every single one of them. They don't have to worry about congestion. Fixed
but no
wireless can't
radio.
get all 200 customers. They can't
But
hold it.
but no radio. I look at it from this standpoint, right? Look at the cellular industry. Okay,
Yep.
so if you look at the cellular industry, there's only 3 carriers currently right now. We're not going to count
Yep.
Dish yet. They're building that network, but we currently have 3 carriers that actually got physical hardware in on air, right? Or
Yep.
they occupy physical space,
Yep.
but
Yep.
we got 200 MVNOs.
Yep.
So that's how I look at it. Is like it's the fiber is like physical. You got to be literally in that. You got to put cable in ground. Physical labor has to be done to get in it, right? But the MVNO is like fixed wireless, where you can just fit in wherever, and people are willing to pay less
Then
for
why ain't the
shabby service.
majority? Then why ain't the majority of the customers on MVNOs?
Majority of customers aren't, but we still got a lot of them.
Now, all I'm saying is
We still got a lot of them.
the majority of people are still not choosing it. So the MVNO is like the fixed wireless option. It's
Yeah,
gonna
but
always have a place, but it will never be the majority.
I mean, come on. We just looked at we just looked together. What was it early this week? A new MVNO called Priv. Priv.
Oh,
Sec-
oh God,
Priv.
here we go. All
I'm
I'm
just
saying
saying,
is
like they're coming out the woodwork.
but like all I'm saying is that the fixed wireless will always have a place. It will. But at the end of the day, it is not going to get all the customers for 2 reasons. Not because they won't simply choose it, because if everybody did choose it, it would literally become a shit product immediately.
I agree.
What I'm saying is if fixed wireless started winning the home internet battle, it would literally kill itself because it would become congested immediately. That's
Hmm.
the problem. And unless they go put millimeter wave on every freaking street corner in every single residence neighborhood, it's gonna kill itself. If it's actually what I'm saying is its own success will be its downfall.
Hey,
That's
hey,
all I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying.
Look at
My
Starlink. What
biggest,
happened to Starlink? It was fast as crap until a bunch of
and
people
then all
got
of a
it
sudden,
and it slowed
and
down.
it slowed down.
It's the same issue. Its own success will be its own biggest enemy.
But you know what? Nobody else. You can't discount the fact that a lot of people out there are willing to accept mediocre too.
Oh, I know that, but like I just said, if the MVNO market has shown us anything, it still hasn't taken over. And it's been around how long we had MVNOs, Keon?
We had
20
them for a
years.
while. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. 20 years, and the majority of people are still on a main carrier.
But hey, look, I'm just saying. I look at the metrics on my YouTube video and my Metro by T-Mobile video. The first one I do for MVNO is trending a whole lot more than I do for, like, let's say
Yeah,
Verizon,
but
AT&T, and T-Mobile.
that's
So I'm
because, but
just
that's
saying that
because
the
but
interest level is there.
I get it, but that's because people's on hard times right now. Trouble don't last always, as they say.
Hey, no radio about to break into sermon this Sunday. Remember?
I'm
Please,
so glad.
we're gonna pass the
Trouble
prayer
don't
parade
last
around.
always.
We go pass the prayer plate around. We gonna be collecting the building fund.
Yeah. And like I said, if people complain about their shit buffering now with a dedicated line, you just wait till they literally got bad buffering when they want to go download
Oh,
when they go to download that game and that time of day. Oh shit, everybody's on the
uh,
tower.
I totally understand you, but I mean, I'm just saying,
So
man. Like
I,
I
I give
noticed there's a difference.
but let's say this: what does success mean for FixWise? What would be successful? 20% market share, 25% market share?
I would say, in comparison to cable companies, it would have to be considered a bigger threat. It would have to hit 30, but at most, I think they could just be happy with 20.
Well, what I'm saying is they should aim for 20. They shouldn't aim for 50 because it's going to be their own downfall.
True.
Think about it. If T-Mobile's too successful in the city and they oversell, people already
That mean,
dogging them.
yeah.
Now, what they going to do? Come back and put millimeter wave on every quarter? We've already seen T-Mobile don't want to build millimeter wave right now.
But you know what? The more logical choice is to put millimeter wave on macros. I mean, but they haven't even
Got
started
that,
doing that yet.
but that ain't gonna work in a residential neighborhood.
Yeah, true.
It's these things called trees all
That's
around all the houses. They're gonna have to
wait
go
a second.
street level in those places.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. But if you're in Vegas, there's no trees.
Well, yeah,
But
but that don't apply to the whole U.S.
hey, look, we've had the millimeter wave talk, man. Yeah, trees
Like
is the worst enemy.
newer suburban neighborhoods, they typically all the houses are kind of piled on top of each other with no trees. But the traditional neighborhoods where the actual money actually is, they have a lot
Oh,
of trees and they actually have property. You
so
know,
so Red, to answer your question, he says, so why is it okay for carriers to lie on their maps? Why doesn't the FCC shame them? Because it's a guesstimate. Cellular is not guaranteed, right? It's There's too many things that can interfere with wireless. So it's more of a guesstimation. As long as they don't overly exaggerate, like when AT&T came out with an update on the phone and did 5GE, that's the only time they get shamed. There was no 5G nowhere, and they just did an icon change and said 5GE. Their whole customer base was lied to. That's the only time. So cellular is a guesstimation. It's kind of like if you have an antenna, but then you got like 10 buildings in front of it, that last building might have very bad RSRP and sonar, but it shows coverage. You see what I'm saying? They can't guarantee it because there might be like little nuances that can't be accounted for. That's the reason why. But hey, it'd be nice if it was pretty accurate. Um, but no radio. We are at the 2 hour mark. I think I have talked my followers to death, and I'm gonna let them go to sleep and recoup for the next go round. Super Bowl Sunday is coming, and I will be watching the Super Bowl, taking it all in on my YouTube television app that's on my TV. That hopefully will be in 4K.
yeah, I was looking at. They said Comcast is going to have it in 4K.
Well, it's about time.
But I think obviously you got to have a certain box for that.
Well, I don't have any cable boxes. I haven't had a cable box in 5 years.
Oh, I know, but YouTube TV.
It's because the last 3 weeks, ever since they announced that they were getting the Sunday ticket, they were flirting with lowering the price of 4K. Because I paid for the 4K package, which is like was
Okay, you do pay for the
19.99.
4K plus, whatever it's called.
Yeah. So it was supposed to be. It was originally 19.99. They were talking about like giving it to people for like $7 or $8, $9. as an
Yeah.
add-on. So I'm gonna take that as a sign that they want to push 4K to show off their prowess. It requires
Well,
Comcast requires the X1 box for 4K.
okay.
That's coming from Red.
Yeah, I say it's gonna be 4K this year. You see, I said 4K, not 4K.
So,
4K.
oh,
Oh,
are you saying that it's going to be a compressed version of 4K? Is that what you're saying?
of
It's not
course it's gonna be.
true.
Of course
It's
it's
not
gonna
going to
be
be.
compressed all the hell. You know it's gonna be compressed all the hell. Look, YouTube already don't want people using bandwidth. They,
Uh,
that's another bone I got with YouTube right now.
oh no,
How they
no
used to
radio.
be
All right.
wide open, and now even now YouTube is limiting people. So it's I don't know if you know about that.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, YouTube has been limiting people since the pandemic. So even if your connection can play it, it'll try to force you down to a lower res. Where it used
Mm.
to, if you could play 4K, it would just go straight to it. Not
You
anymore,
know what?
dog.
So here's the thing. So Linus did a breakdown, right? Because remember when they said that everybody feared that because YouTube was trying to do more commercials and trying to justify the amount of bandwidth they were doing, that they might hide 4K behind being a YouTube Premium subscriber, which I am one. So
Mm.
yes, I do YouTube TV and YouTube Premium. I'm gonna need some deals going on with the Sunday ticket, sir. YouTube, if y'all hear me, I'm gonna need some deals. Okay, I pay you 2 times, two.
Yeah.
But the Linus did a whole thing where like there's more content being uploaded for 4K, but yet the consumption of 4K is not up. So they're using more bandwidth to do 4K potentially, but they're not reaping the rewards of 4K content.
Well, most creators ain't even doing 4K anyway, but a lot of them are still
I mean,
holding on.
I've uploaded 4K footage
Oh
from
yeah,
my phones, but
I'm surprised like
like,
how many. Like I know YouTubers who purposely only do 720p,
mm,
and that's because they're trying to do this vertical video crap. Oh God.
yeah,
I ain't
you
gonna
can
say
thank
his name though,
TikTok for
because
that.
I like the guy, so I ain't gonna burn him. I'm not gonna burn him right now. But one of my favorite YouTubers does nothing but 720p purposely.
Mm. It does it start with country?
Hey man, don't mess up the man. I want to see the
I'm
man
not
shine.
messing up the man. I want to see him
I want to see the
shine. I
man
want to see him
shine. Man.
shine.
Yeah, man. I want to see the man shine.
But hey, I mean, hey, you know what? It overhead, man. Overhead. It costs money.
No, that ain't what it is. He's targeting vertical video.
Yeah, true. That's true.
That's what he's doing. He's purposely trying to make it vertical because he realizes people don't know how to turn their phone sideways. You know how people like me. I hate people who take vertical photos. That shit gets
Oh
on my nerves. Gets on my nerves.
man, you know what the funny thing is? On my Fold 4, I turn mine sideways a lot. I actually go full screen because when you go full screen on YouTube, you can zoom in.
All I'm saying is if I'm going through like a page or whatever and I click on some photos and I'm on a freaking 32-inch computer monitor and both sides of that screen is useless right now, that's annoying.
Hey, look, no radio. When you look at the metrics and it shows that there's more people on mobile than it is on desktop and TV
But
combined.
I'm on mobile and I still want my video to be full screen on my mobile.
That's true.
Which is one
But
thing I was annoyed about on this fold.
yeah, but hey, the benefit of it is when you go full screen, then you can zoom in.
Yeah, but it cuts all the sides off.
But I say no, you could actually zoom. We're not
I
talking about like,
know
oh, just make it bigger. We're
what
talking
I'm
about like,
saying is
oh, go all the
I
way
know
down.
no, I get that. But if I'm watching a video, I don't want to have it in a little bitty box or have the edges cut off. I don't want that to be my only two options.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand,
So
sus.
so you know what that means, right?
What does that mean?
It's time for the next fold to have a 16:9 on the inside screen, not this 4:3 mess.
I agree.
Go ahead and go
I agree.
16:9 and go ahead and go big on
And
the outside
make that
screen.
bigger screen.
And that'll be the ultimate phone.
Hey, look, the competition, was it Oppo did one that looked way better. Was it Oppo that did it? Yeah, I think it was Oppo did a folding phone just like Samsung did, but they put a bigger screen on the outside where it's
Mm-hmm.
way sexier.
Yep.
So I want to say thank y'all for everybody came out and listened to my babble.
You gonna need a laptop mount for that phone though. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I had to say
Hey,
it.
hey, I can use my Android phone on my television. Apple, step your game up, son. Step your game up. That's all I got to say.
You technically can. You just stuck with that vertical video crap on the
Yeah,
iPhone with the Apple TV.
yeah, yeah. But thank y'all for coming out. Greatly appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more shenanigans and tech talk. And I got a couple of videos that I'm gonna be working on. I'm still working on the series for my Metro by T-Mobile. Yes. I don't know why that blanked me for a second. Metro by T-Mobile series. So I'm gonna be doing part 2 this week. I should have the data up to about 15 gigs. No, about maybe 10 or 15 before the next this week. That way you can see. I'm gonna show the data comparisons per week as I use it all the way up to past 50 gigs. So you can see if that's gonna be a right choice for you. People are liking the first video. That's part 1. This next week is gonna be part 2, and so forth and so on. And then I'll move on to cricket next and see what happens. But thank y'all for watching. No Radio. As usual. Where can people find you?
You can find me at your baby mama house.
Oh no. Leave them alone. No Radio. They're not ready for that.
Or your mama house.
Oh, I wanted to tell you before we get ready to go. Had a customer the other night play Roots in the car. Totally caught me off guard. Totally caught me off guard. I was like, after the next day, I just put Roots on and started driving to work.
It's
I
a
was like,
roots kind of day.
it was a Roots day. But thank y'all, and y'all have a good evening.